grandmother is, I grew up a lot in her kitchen, and she was a very stern, firm woman when it came to how we cooked. But because I was her eldest grandson, I got away with murder. I'm not good at coring zucchini. I think I must have like pierced every zucchini she ever gave me to core when I was a kid, and I still got away with it. But not only this, she was brilliant in making me an accomplice. I have this story that I always tell where one day I don't know why, we came up with this crazy idea to try and do a jam on a wood fire. So we got this like enormous copper pot, lit a wood fire. As you can imagine, me and Tete Juju were not very good at lighting a wood fire, so we lit a wood fire that was a bit too strong for making jam. Anyway, long story short, we ended up more or less overcooking the jam. And she looked at me, she's like, we haven't told anybody we're doing jam, so let's pretend we actually were doing pâte de fruits. And we poured that overcooked fruits and sugar into layers, let it cool down, cut it off, and told the family we did pâte de fruits, which were actually delicious. But and it's that complicity, which I then much later realized was a lot of love, but and also a lot of actual smart education. Because you don't tell off anybody you're trying to teach how to cook. You make them part of that journey. Um, my mother, my mother, I think is one of the best cooks ever. Just a few minutes before we started recording, I was on the phone with her discussing a recipe. She laughs when I start saying, "Okay, you know what? I need that exact recipe," because she's like, "Okay, what are you going to do with it? Like, you don't ask innocent questions. You're going to deconstruct my recipe, but what's the plan?" Um, and then we have these long arguments about so her lentil soup, which is in the book, which for me is iconic. Uh, Over the last 20 something years, I think she must have given me 100 different recipes for her lentil soup. Because
Yes.
every time she creates, so sometimes she puts in a potato in the lentil soup, and sometimes it's a carrot, and
Yeah.
sometimes it's ginger, sometimes it's not ginger, sometimes it's a bit more lemon. And that's the beauty of Palestinian food that's transmitted from generation to generation.